Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're tuning in from. Welcome to GlobalCast MD. GlobalCast MD is an internet TV show where we dive deep into current concepts and controversies in healthcare. And today we're going to be focusing on pediatric ophthalmology and specifically nystagmus. And we have a real highly staffed faculty that are key opinion leaders from around the world who are going to help direct this show today. But before we introduce them, I wanted to go over some technical aspects of today's event. First of all, this is all through the internet, so we are dependent on bandwidth and your own personal internet. If you're having troubles watching the event or something isn't working right, usually what you can do is close out your browser and restart it, and things work again once you restart your browser. We will have the opportunity for technical support, and you can do that either through the chat box there at the bottom, or we'll give you a call-in number if you're having any difficulties as well. The video that you're watching, in the bottom right corner of the video box, you can change the video quality to the word auto, and that will adjust the video quality based on your internet speed, so that way you'll be able to watch it with better streaming. The entire recording that you're watching today will be available in about 48 hours in our video library. If you go back to the website, you can click on any of the thumbnails of any of the topics of today's event and watch just that segment anytime you wish after today's event. And that will be available in about 48 hours. Today's event qualifies for continuing medical education credits. At the end of the event, we'll give you a link. If you take the post-test, you will then receive a certificate through an email with your CME credits. I want to explain to you that this is such a unique opportunity to bring the world together. Instead of a physical conference where everyone is only there who are in the same locale, we have people from all over the world. In fact, the top 10 countries for today are United States, China, Indonesia, Canada, Brazil, Italy, the United Kingdom, Israel, and India. Those are the top 10. We have many more countries participating today in the realm of about 40 different countries. Also, to note, I want to thank the American Nystagmus Network for providing this for free to many of the families who have children with nystagmus, and to the World Society of Pediatric Ophthalmology, who's also been a supporter of this event. Now I'd like to turn the event over to the real host for today. I'd like to introduce Dr. Richard Hurdle. Dr. Hurdle is Chief of Pediatric Ophthalmology here at Akron Children's Hospital. He's Professor of Ophthalmology at Northeast Ohio Medical College. And he is really one of the leaders in nystagmus and has done a lot of research on nystagmus for many years now, not to date you. But I want to thank you for hosting this event and putting together what looks like a very exciting program for today.
Thanks, Todd. Good morning. It's really a pleasure to be able here to represent this new forum, and hopefully over the next few hours, in addition to us struggling a little bit with the technology, we'll be able to provide a forum for all of you, the families, patients, physicians, paraprofessionals, and professionals who may be interested in patients with this disorder. This is a unique opportunity for us as well to share with each other some of our views. We really wanted to take advantage of this type of medium or presentation so that those of us who take care of these patients can talk about this amongst and between each other with other people watching and having the ability to ask questions. I'd like to begin this morning by introducing our very illustrious staff from around the world and our panel from around the world. With us here in studio is Dr. Luis Deloso, who's the Emeritus Director of the Daroff Deloso Laboratory at Case Western Reserve and at the Veterans Administration Medical Center in Cleveland. He's also Emeritus Professor of Neurology. I can't get over saying emeritus with him. I think he's still the Professor of Neurology at Case Western. And he's with me and has been my longtime partner, friend, and brother in research. Dr. Yang, who also is a brother in science with me, has been with me for almost 15 years and helping us here at Children's Hospital as a staff scientist here at Akron Children's Hospital and Associate Professor of Ophthalmology and Surgery at the Northeast Ohio University Medical College. In the West Coast, we have Dr. Avery Weiss. He is the professor of ophthalmology at Washington University School of Medicine and the chief of pediatric ophthalmology at Washington Children's Hospital. We have my good friend, Dr. David Granite, who is the Ann Ratner Chair of Pediatric Ophthalmology and the Director of Pediatric Ophthalmology and Adult Motility in the Child Eye Center at the UCSD Ratner Eye Clinic, and Professor of Pediatrics and Ophthalmology at the University of California, San Diego. We have Dr. Proudluck. I think he's going to be joining us. He is the lecturer in ophthalmology at the University Leicester Ophthalmology Group in Leicester Royal Infirmary in Leicester, England. Dr. Shetty is a consultant in pediatric ophthalmology and strabismus in India at the very famous Aravind Eye Hospital. Dr. Paolo Nucci is a professor of ophthalmology at the University of Milan and at the San Giuseppe Eye Clinic in Italy. Dr. Lionel Covell is a good friend and works in Australia as the director of the Ocular Motility Clinic at the Royal Victorian Eye and Ear Hospital and a senior fellow at the University of Melbourne Department of Ophthalmology. And I'm very, very fortunate and lucky to have these people as friends and colleagues who share an interest in this disease. What we'd like to do our goal here is not to present any long didactic format, but we do want to give some introductory remarks that are personally and professionally based on each topic. This outline of what you're going to be seeing here is online. And so I will ask Dr. Ponsky to do is help us to stay on cue and on target throughout the morning. We do encourage interruptions and questions, which we'll answer in the chat rooms. There's ways to get these questions to us. If you haven't gotten an answer and we've skipped over it, please ask again or write it down and find a way to get it to us so that one of us or multiple can answer it. If we start to go on a little bit, we'll kind of be reined in and so that we can move on and get through all of the subjects. The last thing is we probably will be taking a break about an hour and a half in. I'll give fair warning for a couple minutes so that everybody can take a little bit relaxation and then we'll get back. So what I want